the reason I put this question in is because we were doing these kinds of questions just on Monday. Remember, we want this AB. And we know that AB is not part of a right angle triangle. So, Kiana, I see your hand. What's up, Masili?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Can I help if you'll give us answer?
Absolutely. Okay, remember what we did last time. Let's just explain to everybody the process that we're going to do. Because we know that
So,
AB, okay, is that what are we going to calculate for?
First, we're gonna look at how much triangles we have, ne? Then we can see like, okay, I think there's two. I'm just gonna assume there's two, ne? There's that big one, okay, 3 evens. So there's the big one that is like from PAQ, ne? I feel like we solve that one first. And then after we solve, yeah, if we solve that one, yeah. So if we solve that one, then we use PBQ. And then we we use PBQ to get AB and BQ because that's what we want. And then when we have that, okay, yeah, when we have, yeah, no, man, we're gonna have AQ, man. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have AQ.
Good.
AQ.
So we're gonna solve for AQ and for
BQ.
Agreed. And then what are we going to do with these two things once we found them?
So once we found them, we're gonna use AQ and we're gonna subtract it by BQ.
That's it. Look at you have amazing. All right, okay. Let's start the process here. Okay, let's start the process. Let's first look for AQ. We know that in triangle PAQ, we're going to use this thing. All right. What do we have? What do we have?
We have our angle, which is 20,8 degrees.
Good. And what else do we have?
We also have our opposite side, which is 528. Good.
What do we want?
We want our adjacent side, which is AQ.
Now, ratio, trig ratio is going to use opposite.
We're going to use tangent.
Give me an equation.
So now it's 10, 20,8 is equal to 528 over, I just said A. I just made a random value, but we can use the value AQ.
Good. Okay, we can use A or AQ. It won't make a difference as long as we get the answer. Right. Next step.
Now, we take AQ and we times it by 10 to 2,8, 20,8. We try to cancel that side. Then it's gonna be, and then we want our AQ alone. So then we're gonna have to divide 528 by tangent.
Good. And then we'll divide the side by 10 of 20.
And then we're gonna have our AQ alone. So then we just put it in our calculators, and it gives us a big number. It gives 1,389,97.
1,389,
97.
97. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to put it up here so we don't lose it because I'm going to erase some of the stuff as we 389. All right, good. Now we've got AQ. You said we still need to find Q. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. So now, so now when we do like almost the same thing we want. Now we have the angle in the opposite. Now we're almost using like we have 49,9, and then we have 49,9, and then we have also our opposite side, which is 528.
Good. Okay, so we have what we have and what we want. So when we set up our equation, which ratio are we?
We're gonna use tangent again because it's like the same.
And how?
And what's ma'am saying now? What? Excuse me, what did ma'am say now?
Give me my equation. Give me my equation. 10 of.
Oh, 10 of 40. Yeah, 49,9. and
Mhm.
then equals to 528 over a PQ.
Good. Q. All right.
And then we do the
Equals.
same, we take the PQ over.
Good. We're going to take EQ over. Cancel. And then you want 1049.9 on its own. Right?
Yeah,
So with EQ divided by.
divided by the 5. We're gonna divide it 528. And then
Good.
tangent.
We'll have.
Then it will give us,
Yeah. How much does it give us?
it gives us 410.44, sorry.
You accept that. Meters. Now that we have AQ and Q, we can go and minus them, right? So we will then have.
So now we will have our 1,318. Yeah.
Minus.
Minus the 444.
62. Okay. And my final answer is
It will give us 945.35
meters. Don't get the meter.
meters. Yes.
You know what? And genuinely, I mean this, teacher knows. At this point, I feel like Tiana is gonna teach my class. Like you said everything that I would have said. You did everything that I would have did. You
I'm
just
learning it from the best.
you know what? Basically taught my whole well done. Like I don't even what do I add? There's nothing for me to add here. You did everything. I'm so proud. I've never been so like just amazing. Sure. Guys, no, we have to give Tiana props. Like, God, we have to give Tiana her props. Because I mean, look at this. Sure. Killing it, just killing it. 100%. No, Tiana, no, I'm scared of you now. I'm scared of you now. Honestly. Scared. Guys, just all around. That was fantastic. I don't know how else to put it. It blew my mind. Well done. Sure. My word. Okay. Be like Tiana, guys. Be like Tiana. I know. I love that word, Samuel. That's such a nice word. Exuberant. I love it. Okay, let's get into today's lesson. Today's lesson is going to be a little bit more challenging than what we're used to. Okay, so I need to know that you guys are up for the challenge. Give me a thumbs up or give me your favorite emoji in the chat if we are ready for today's. Oh, I love it, Amber. Amazing. Thanks, Afiwa. Afiwa is like, I love that. That's me all the time. I watch too many Korean series. So I keep giving everybody like a little nice one. Oh, Pascal is ready, guys. Ready. Ah, amazing. And Melvin's like, well, what's going on here today? Nice one, Queen Jasmine. Ooh, as long as that look. Hey, okay. I hope it's still a good emoji though. We're ready for today's challenge. Okay, now, guys, this question is a killer question. So we're definitely going to need to focus. Let's read the information. Right. It says here, given below is the triangle ABC with point D on C. All right. Just making sure there's our point D, A, B, C. We've got it all. Good. Now it says angle alpha, which is the angle over here, is half of the angle theta. So what this tells me is, if my angle alpha was 60 degrees, how much would my angle alpha be equal to that? Amazing. 30 degrees. Let's try again. If my angle alpha was 80 degrees, what would my angle alpha be? Beautiful. Easy. Nothing here. Nothing here. However, we don't know what this angle is at the moment. We don't know what it is. Okay. We just need to interpret what they've actually given us over here to make sure we understand. They say here that D is 4 units. And then it says the ratio of BD to BC is 1:3. Now that means a lot more, right? We know that these two are in a ratio of 1:3. So we know that if BD comes first, that means BD is in a ratio of 1. And if BC comes second, that means the BC is in a ratio of 3. So now they're saying that BD is to BC in a ratio of 1 is to 3. But we know that BD is actually equal to 4. And if BD is 4, then what is BC going to be equal to, guys? How did I get from 1 to 4? Beautiful, Namisile. Amazing, Amber. That's it. We tap and Tiana. Excellent, Akakang. Good. I had to multiply by 4 on this side, which means to come to this side over here, this needs to be 4. I need to multiply as well. Okay, correct. So don't think you already know the answer. It's 12. So what this tells me, guys, what's happened here? What has happened? BE is this section over here, is 4, and from here all the way to there is 12. Now, what does that tell me about the section DC? How much is DC actually? No worries, I can repeat. Okay, just tell me where to start from, Delaney, just so I don't lose you. Okay. All right, so if my BD from here to there is 4, okay, cool. All right, so let's just talk about how ratios work quickly. Okay, here's how ratios work. If I said to you guys that the ratio of boys to girls is 4:5, because in my statement, boys came first and then girls, that means boys are in a ratio of 4 and girls are in a ratio of. Give me a thumbs up, everyone, if that makes sense. Okay. Everybody understand that? Beautiful. Okay, so now in my question over here, they tell me that the ratio of ED to BC is 1:3. Means that BC is going to equal to 1 and C is going to equal to 3. That's what it means. But they also tell us that BD is equal to 4 units. So we know that even though it's in a ratio of 1:3, BD is equal to 4. So we have to ask ourselves, how did I get from 1 to 4? What did I have to do, guys, to get from 1 to 4? I had to multiply by 4. I have to multiply by 4. Easy question. Multiply by 4. Right. But if I do this on the left-hand side, I have to do this on the right-hand side as well. Okay. If I multiply by 4 on the side, I have to multiply by 4 here as well. which is going to make this ratio of 3 to 12. All right? Okay. So now I know that BD from here to here, this is full. Now they say that BC over here is 12. That's what we figured out. So BC is from here all the way to there. That is equal to 12. Now, if the whole thing is equal to 12 and BD is equal to 4, what does that tell me about C? How much will BC be equal to? Beautiful. Nicely done. That will equal to 8. Okay, give me a thumbs up if we're all on the same page. Are we all okay with what's happened here? Good stuff, Mirula. I see you. Good. Excelente. Okay, good. Now let's look at some of these questions. Okay, I want you guys to bear in mind, we don't have that much information. We have actual angles. We have any actual angle over here. Any angle? We have a 90-degree angle. Anything else? Any other angle? No other angle. Just 90 degrees. Okay, so we're obviously not going to be able to answer these questions fully. It's not something that we're going to be able to put into our calculator unless they ask us for the angle. Okay, so now it says, find the value of AB in terms of the angle beta. Okay, in terms of the angle, that means that we only need to write a ratio. Our answer is not going to give us something that we can punch into our calculator. We're just going to have to write a ratio. So let's look at this, guys. Where is AB? This is AB over here. AB. In terms of the ratio, beta. Now, let's think about this, guys. If we had to label this, what side would the 4 over here be? What would it be? Good, it would be the adjacent. That's the one piece of information we have. And the side that we're actually looking for, AB, is going to be which side? Good, the opposite side. Beautiful. Okay, now, we know what we have. We know what we want. Which ratio are we going to use? Just write up here, so Tower. Which ratio are we going to use, guys? Beautiful. Excellent. We're going to use tan because we've got opposite and adjacent. Opposite and adjacent is tan. Good. So I can then say tan of beta is equal to opposite, which is AB, over adjacent, which is equal to 4. All right. That's not what the question wants. The question wants me to give them the answer in terms of AB. So I need to change these things around so that my final answer, I have to do some stuff. My final answer must be AB is equal to something. Okay. Is that you, say? Who's Zoom user? Good. Multiply by 4. Is it equal? Who's Zoom user? Multiply by 4. Multiply by 4. Ah, it's offensive. Got you. So we're going to multiply by 4 on both sides. Thank you, offensive. All right. So I now know AB is on its own. That means that AB is equal to 4 tan of beta. Now, guys, am I going to be able to find an answer for 4 tan of beta? Is there any way for me to find an answer here? No. Okay, so I want you to take very good note of this, guys. If in an exam, they ever ask you to find something in terms of something else, that means that your answer probably will have no real answer. It won't have an answer that you can punch into your calculator. No answer. No, there is an answer. It's just that you won't be able to put it in a calculator. It won't have it won't have a definite answer. Okay, because this is actually the answer we're looking for. This is the correct answer. You would get all your marks here. It's just that your answer didn't say equal to 21,4, something like that. No, none of that came out. Okay, the only thing that you got was a number and tan and some angle that we don't. So if we ever see in terms of, it means we're not going to get a definite answer. It's going to have X's and Y's and Z's with tans and causes in it. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Thanks, Mirula. See you. Excellent, Samuel. Okay. Yes, that's it, Pascal. Same. 100%. Now, that's what we've just done in mind. I want you guys to answer the question for AB in terms of alpha. Remember, alpha is this angle over here. I want you to do B for me. Once you are done answering B, put your favorite emoji in the. Okay. Asbonge, do you want to tell me exactly where I lost you, my dude? Tell me where I've lost you so that we can have a conversation, you and I. This stuff won't apply anymore because. Okay. All right. Recap on number 8. I want you to watch what we do with B because we're going to solve B in the exact same way we've just solved it. Okay. In the exact same way. All right, my sweetie. Do you want to unmute? Beautiful, Namisile. Sure. Namisile, I just like, always just killing it. Killing it. Nicely done. So, Asbonge, no problem. Pascal's like, same answer. Okay. Don't steal people's answers, Pascal. You must write your own answers. Oh, Mirilla, that's pretty cool. Samuel and Pascal busy out here stealing Namisile's answers. I'm watching you guys. Nicely done, Courtney. I see you, Samsung. I see you. Nicely done, guys. Awesome. Okay. That's why you agree. I know, Pascal. That's why you agree with the answer because you also solved it. Nicely done, Jade. Awesome, though. Okay. Excellent, Kunzo. All right, that's time, guys. Let's have a look at this question. By the way, before I continue, does anybody want to help us to answer this question? Question B. Show us your process. Take us through what you did. Let's see. Yes, Asbonge. I love that. Yes, let's do this together. Okay. Unmute. Asbonge, where are you?
Hey, ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie. You want to try this question with me?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Remember, our reference angle is alpha. This one over here. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Our first thing is to label. So, what are we going to label? How are we going to do?
Okay, ma'am. We need to find AB, and I say tan alpha is equal to AB over 12.
Good. Tan alpha is equal to AB
AB over 12.
over. Good. Why not 8?
Answer?
Why not 8? Why did we not use 8? Why did we not use 8? Why did you use 12?
Oh, I add 4 and 8 because I'm using the bigger angle.
Okay, the
And the
smaller angle, but the
ABC.
bigger side, right? We're using the
Yeah.
whole side. C.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Good. So it ends up being 4. Beautifully done. Okay, you're not done. Finish up the sum. What we need to
And
do.
then I multiply by 12 both sides.
Good. Ah, wonderful.
And I left with AB is equal to 10 tan alpha.
No, when you said to me, ma'am, I'm confused, I knew you were lying. I just knew that you were lying because look at how beautifully you did that. Wow, like amazing, 100%. Full marks. Full marks.
Thank you.
Amazing. Very nicely done. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's look at the next question. It says here, hence, prove that alpha is equal to 30 degrees given that AD is 8 units. So now they tell us that AD is 8 units. Now, can we automatically use alpha is equal to 30 degrees? Can we use it? Yes or no? I see many people saying yes. I see other people saying no. Yes or no? Those of you who say yes, tell me why. Those of you who say no, tell me why. Good. Part 2. Excellent. Good. Tiana, we're asking, can we use alpha is equal to 30? Okay. No, we can't. Okay. It's like if I ask you to give me the definition of umbrella. Now, you can't use the word umbrella in the explanation of what an umbrella is. So if I'm trying to prove that this thing is 30 degrees, I can't use 30 degrees. I must use something else to figure out that it is, right? So I must prove it. I can't use it. The only thing I can use is what I've been given. I've been given that AD is equal to 8 units. Now, look at what's happened here. They've given us AD over here, but they want us to prove that angle. How are we going to connect what's happening over here to the angle? Because remember, this over here is not a right angle triangle. Anybody remember some sort of information we've seen somewhere in the top over there that's going to help us figure this out? Namisile, how do we know that? How do we know that G is equal to 120? Not the ratio, Tiana, look again. Yes, Patu.
Ma'am, A is half of beta.
Beautiful, excellent, good. We know that alpha is half of beta, right? So we don't actually have to calculate for alpha. We don't have to calculate for alpha. What can we do to find alpha? What can we calculate for instead? Instead of alpha, what can we calculate for? Which angle can we calculate for instead? That's it. We can calculate for beta. Because as soon as we have beta, we then know that alpha is half of that. Right. And if we look at the triangle that beta is in, we definitely have enough information to do that. Yes? Remember, we're calculating for an angle, so we're going to click shift. We're going to click shift. So I want us to calculate for the angle beta, right? Use everything that we've got in reference, guys. Give me an answer for beta, please. Okay, anybody wants to venture to answer this question for me? Hand up, please. Excellent, Tiana. You're saying 60 because we know that alpha should be 30, therefore beta must be 60. You need to explain to me how we got there. That's why I would like somebody to put their hand up and explain to me how they got to that. All right. Okay, let's look at the steps that need to unfold here.
Ma'am,
Yes.
so now it's like the 8 and the 4, and you know, like what the angle being dy beta, it's like 4 is adjacent and 8 is hypotenuse. And using 4 and 8 is I hypotenuse and adjacent, we're gonna know it's a cos. Then we say cos beta is equal to 4 over 8.
4 over 8, and we're calculating for an angle, therefore we must click what?
Shift. It's a shift angle.
Good, it's a fifth angle. Okay, so we know that beta is going to be equal to half cos of 4 over 8. If you punch that into your calculator, what answer do you get?
60.
So now we know that beta is equal to 60. And if beta is equal to 60, A will then be equal to
My times it by 3 or 4. 3 or 4.
remember, alpha is half of beta. And we know that beta is how much now?
Oh,
Half of
30.
right?
30.
Which is 30 degrees. Excellent. That's it. And that's how we know that the answer is actually what we're looking for. That's it. We've just proved it. Well done, Tiana. Excellent work. Beautifully done. All right. Pascal says, is it possible to use Pythag? No, unfortunately not. Okay. And the reason for that is that we only use Pythagoras when we have enough sides. And in this case, we're looking for an angle. Pythag doesn't work for angles. Okay. Pythag doesn't work for angles. We can only use trig ratios when we're looking for angles. Okay. Pythag only, when we're looking for sides, not for angles. All right. Beautiful, guys. All right. Now it says, find the value of AC. Last question, guys. Find the value of AC for me. Okay. We now know that alpha is 30 degrees, right? We know that we've got our BC over here. We've got BC, it's 12. Can we find AC? Can we find AC? Yes, we can. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. You've actually got 2 minutes because it's quite easy. It's a nice, easy question. Hey, it's quite easy. I don't think we're going to have a hard. Okay, go for it. Okay, I'm counting. So yes, let's go. Let me see, like you did that in 17 seconds. My word, woman. Sure. Third form. Yeah, I think let's leave it in third form. Okay. But I'll take Namisila's answer as well. I'll take it. Okay. But give it to me in third form if you can. Excellent, guys. And that's time. That's definitely time. I've given you guys enough time. Well done, Yeleti. Well done. All right, let's go through this one very quickly. All right, so I now know that I've got my adjacent side to my angle alpha, and I'm looking for my hypotenuse. Right, adjacent and hypotenuse, I will use cos. So I can say cos of 30 degrees is equal to adjacent, which is 12 over hypotenuse, which is AC. We don't know what the hypotenuse is. So now I have to say times by AC on the side, times by AC on the side, right? AC is on the side, will cancel, so I will have AC cos of 30 degrees is equal to 12. I want AC on its own, so I'm going to divide both sides by cos of 30, right? That will give me AC is equal to 12 divided by cos of 30 degrees should give me 8. You guys are whole rock stars. Look at you guys. Okay, I have to ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are we about this question that we've just done? 1 being not confident at all, 10 being, I got this, ma'am, with my eyes closed. Beautiful. Okay. Million over a million. Good, go. Excellent. Okay. All right. For those of you who are at an 8 or a 9, I need you guys to tell me where's that 1 missing? Where is that 2 missing? Even you guys on a 7, where's that 3 that's missing? Namistile, why 9? Why 9 and not 10?
I wasn't sure which triangle we're calculating, if it was ABC or ADC. That confused me.
Ah, okay, I get you. All right, but remember, anytime we're using CATAG, we always need to look for the thing with the right angle. Okay,
Yeah.
so we always need to go find the right thing. Okay. Good question, but good. I mean, I like it. Okay, that's okay. It's okay, Kasa. Okay. Missing by the quiz. The quiz is a little bit difficult. I won't do. But I did tell you guys that I was going to make it a little more challenging. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's do a quick brain break. Okay. For those of you who are here in the holidays, remember we did Neva's puzzle. And Neva's puzzles are basically things that we can then, interpret from one thing in some. Okay, so I want you guys to have a look at these that we've got over here. And let's look at this first one over here. Okay. I've got D movie. I've got D movie 3 times. Teacher, now do you know what this one is? I've lost teacher now. Good. It's a 3D movie. So this D movie 3 times. So this is 3D movie. Okay. That one was nice and easy. What about the second one over here? What secret? Aha, okay, I didn't even have to explain this one. Amber and Pascal jumped straight on it. Okay, this one over here translates to top secret. Top secret. Okay, what about this one? This one over here. Ah, nicely done, Anna. Good. Courtney, you were halfway there. You were halfway there. It's TRIP, around the world. Trip around the world. Okay, good. What about this one over here, guys? This one is nice even. This one. Okay. And it's not half lemonade, it is lemonade. It's lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade. Lemonade. Okay. Lemonade. Lemonade. All right. Let's try a couple more. What about this first one over here? This one should be nice. If we got the 3D, we should be able to get this one. Good. It's forget it. There we go. Forget it. If you don't get it, forget about it. Good. Forget it. Okay, forget it. What about this one? The second one over here. Good. Sure, Anna's really good at these. Yeah, good. This next one is then try, and then two is understand. So try to understand. Okay. What about this one over here? Yo, Anna, give people a chance. Give people a chance. Good. This one is 40s. So that's 40 years. 40. 40. All right. And what about the last one? And the last one is excuse me. Good. And X with Q. So excuse me. Like, I'm gonna start using the spelling of excuse me in my text when I'm texting people on WhatsApp. I'm gonna be like, excuse me. I'm gonna start using that one instead of the original one. Okay, so if any of you ever want a career in like advertising or something, these are the kinds of questions that these are the kinds these are the kinds of things that you'll be doing. Okay, a lot of visual art. So like using pictures to say what kind of convey a message. That's what it is. Yes, Amber, try it on your English teacher and see